News 25 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a stolen vehicle is lit on fire in the desert, and algae and dead fish line the banks of the Calbata Duck Pond. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Police and fire respond to a vehicle engulfed in flames. It's Monday, July 22nd. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Law enforcement officials are continuing to investigate a stolen vehicle that was intentionally set on fire Friday night on the northwest side of town. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to a report of a vehicle and brush fire Friday night on Murphy Street, just north of Atkinson. The fully engulfed pickup truck was reportedly stolen earlier in the morning and lit ablaze in the desert area near the mountain's edge. Fire crews were able to extinguish the blaze. However, the fire did reignite later in the evening. According to Fire Chief Scott Lewis, this fire is under investigation. There was reports of a white pickup truck leaving the area, as well as an additional report relayed by Clark County that there may have been an arsonist in our area. If you have any information, you can contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000. You can remain anonymous. And according to Nevada Highway Patrol, the North Las Vegas Assistant Chief of Police was arrested for DUI last night. They say on Sunday at approximately 6:09 p.m. an off-duty police officer called NHP dispatch to report a reckless driver in the area of the Highway 95 northbound and Tropicana in Las Vegas. A witness was reporting that a reckless vehicle was failing to maintain its travel lane. Within minutes, an NHP trooper spotted the vehicle, described as a Dodge Ram 3500 pickup truck hauling a horse trailer with one horse inside. The trooper initiated a traffic stop and came into contact with the driver, who was identified as Clinton Ryan, the Assistant Chief of North Las Vegas Police Department. Ryan refused all field sobriety testing and was transported to the Clark County Detention Center, where he was booked for failing to maintain travel lane, open container in the vehicle, and DUI in the first offense. Well, according to CBS, DirecTV has abruptly removed KLAS-TV Channel 8 from their lineup. Direct broadcast satellite service provider DirecTV and AT&T Uverse unilaterally dropped the network and local community programming for over 120 stations, impacting consumers and viewers in 97 markets across the United States. The Vegas station says on their website that the action follows DirecTV's refusal to reach an agreement with Nexstar. Dish Network dropped Las Vegas Fox affiliate KVVU, according to their website. They say by law, cable companies must negotiate in good faith with television stations before dropping the TV station's signals. KVVU Fox 5 says that they are trying for months to get Dish to negotiate seriously. Of course, KVVU and CBS is available on over-the-air on their websites, and a lot of them are available, of course, online. You can get their over-the-air channels and our channel and all the Vegas channels by purchasing a digital antenna from your local department store. You can hook it up to your off-air antenna on your TV and scan for over-the-air digital channels. You can keep your satellite and have over-the-air channels at the same time. If you want or need a stronger signal for an outside antenna, that may be recommended. You can call Rod's TV at 775-727-9395. For more information, you can call us here at KPVM TV, 775-727-9400, extension 201. We'll return in just a moment.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, a lot of people were concerned about the dead fish and algae at the duck pond over the weekend in the Calvada Eye. Nye County has answered those concerns, saying remediation efforts are currently taking place to improve the water quality and clarity of the pond at the Calvada Eye. Due to overpopulation of fish and improper feeding of the wildlife at the pond, algae growth has become excessive. The water is being treated and stabilized, and the water conditions they hope will improve in the next couple days. They request that individuals refrain from depositing fish, turtles, and other wildlife into the pond. Any feeding of the wildlife should occur according to posted guidelines. They have a sign right there next to the pond to tell you don't feed them bread. There is some things that they recommend, and of course they reiterate that please don't feed the ducks any bread. It makes them sick. Well, tech startups have a new way to offer shares to the public. That and more in today's Business News.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, China is launching a new stock exchange for tech startups today. 25 companies are on the board and ready to trade at the opening bell in Shanghai. President Xi Jinping revealed plans for the STAR market 8 months ago. That exchange is patterned after the NASDAQ. Amazon is turning to none other than one of President Trump's top fundraisers to get the president to lean Amazon's way. CNBC reports Jeff Miller has been hired to lobby for Amazon's cloud services business. Last week, President Trump told reporters he's very seriously considering getting involved as Amazon, Oracle, Microsoft, and IBM all fight for a Pentagon defense contract known as JEDI. That contract is worth $10 billion.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Well, students are getting ready for back to school, and their parents are probably anxiously awaiting that day. The first day of school is August 12th for Nye County School District students. Saturday morning at the back to school fair, it was held at Pathways on the corner of Calvada and Mount Charleston. They say it was a huge success.
We had a really great turnout for the first year at the Pathways building. It looks like we had almost 1,000 people here today, and so we're still getting some rough numbers from the count, but about 1,000 people. It looks like we had about a little under 400 parents, and then we had almost 500 students attend today's event. I think that it's still central enough to the community. It's close by to the high school, so it's easy to tell people where it is. They're more familiar with the Pathways campus now. I think people, other than maybe having a little trouble finding it, but we tried as much as we could to make sure that we had indicators of where we were. So as far as I've heard, other than a couple of directional things, everyone was able to get here just fine. So the big draw is that we have backpacks and school supplies for all the students. And so we had over 30 vendors attend the event today to hand out school supplies. We had a ton of volunteers helping hand out backpacks. And then we also have some medical related services too. So we had dental screenings done by Dr. Dawn Green. Nevada Eye was here to help with vision screenings, and then we also had physicals as well, and we had reflections and Spring Mountain Medical here to help with those. And then we also had immunizations today, and so the county community health nurse office was integral to making that happen, as well as Immunize Nevada, and we want to just make sure we have all these things for kids to start the school year off well. We also have vision screenings every year, and so Nevada Eye came this year to help out with vision screenings.
And a lot of volunteers.
I believe, I still have to do a count, but I think we had about 50 volunteers help out this year. For medical, we probably had about 20 to 30 go through for physicals and dental and vision, and then immunizations I'm still waiting for a count.
Are you going to be back here at Pathways next year?
I hope so. I think everyone was really happy with the turnout, really happy with how the event went. I wanted to make sure we did it well and left it well, so I hope they'll have us back.
Well, if you missed this past weekend's fair for back to school, there's another opportunity this Saturday, sponsored by the Nye County Sheriff's Office, to donate and get what your student needs happening at Walmart.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office will be managing the 4th annual Back to School Drive with the help of Pahrump Disability Outreach Program and Positive Pahrump. The drive will be happening in Pahrump, Beatty, and Tonopah and will start at 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. on July 27th. For Pahrump, the drive will be held at Walmart off of Highway 160. In Beatty, it will be held at the Family Dollar on 2nd Street, and Tonopah will have theirs Office at Family Dollar on Main Street. The Nye County Sheriff's Office states that supplies will be given out between 1 to 2 p.m. on a first-come, first-serve basis.
Thanks, RJ. Well, Darby is with a beautiful shepherd today who is named after the person who saved her.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Rye-Hall. Rye-Hall is a 1-year-old German Shepherd. My gosh, she is beautiful. She has such a wonderful personality. She's so friendly. She actually knows commands. She knows how to sit. She goes and she jumps up when you tell her to do. She lays down. She is honestly just wonderful. I want to adopt her. She gets along with other animals as well. So Rye-Hall did not have a name when they brought her out into the yard, so we decided to name her Rye-Hall after the Nye County Sheriff's Animal Control Officer, Susan Rye-Hall, who was the one who picked her up. Come on down to Desert Haven Animal Society, come and meet Rye-Hall, spend some time with her, and see all of her friends down here. They're on Syria Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse. You can give them a call at 775-751-7020. You can look them up on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society or go online to deserthavenas.org. Bye, Rye-Hall. You want to say goodbye? Okay, good.
Thanks, Darby. After this break, we'll show you a country music star who rocks.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, Jesse Lopez is a name you're going to hear a lot of in the near future. This up-and-coming country star stopped by our studio to give us a taste of his new album.
Let's see how this goes. It's my second album. It's called From Start to Finish, and it is a relationship from beginning to end. So we're just releasing this first song right now. It's called That Smile, and kind of moving through the whole thing. We're going to release them all in order. The first album, it was called Endless Road, and it was kind of a hodgepodge. I didn't really have any direction yet. I was just kind of a kid traveling around and writing music. So the sound is all over the place and the styles are all over the place, but you know, it was like trials and tribulations of my travels.
Yeah.
It's a southern rock feel. It's got some pop mixed in there. Definitely kind of an eclectic sound. Got a lot of influences and stuff, so wrap everything in the middle. I grew up in Danville, California. It's a little east of Oakland, and I've been, traveling around, and I'm out in Nashville now, so in Nashville. Yeah, performing places. We just had a big album launch / non-profit launch, which that's a whole nother story. But this past weekend, I went out and played some shows in my hometown. Did the big whole thing in my hometown first, and then coming up on some more TV interviews and stuff this week. So. Being busy. My favorite song is actually the second song. It's called Wild. We just shot the music video for that one here this past week. So I'm excited for that, obviously. But it's kind of cool. I mean, there's a lot of great music on it, but I think Wild's my favorite one.
Where'd you get all your influences from?
Oh, that's tough. Most of it's like old rock and roll guys, Neil Young and Eric Clapton and stuff. Rob Thomas is a huge influence of mine as far as songwriting and vocal ability and whatnot. Next on Wednesday, I'm playing at Live at 9 in Memphis, and then I'm doing Nashville today on the 26th. Century Music Group helped me produce the album. It was originally we got into business as like a publisher-writer relationship, but we ended up having the album, but it's actually not tied down to anything. It's independent right now. Just working with everybody. Yeah, it's a solo write album. No co-writers on the album. He really pushed me for that. I think it was more for make my own money right now kind of thing. But yeah, he pushed me for a long time. It was like a year. He made me write for a year before we record. It sounds like Jesse.com is my website, and I always try to get people there first. But at Jesse Lopez Official for Instagram and Facebook, and then Spotify and Apple and all that stuff. It's just Jesse Lopez. When will you believe me when I say I hope I get another late night, another long ride, 100 miles to see that smile. I take your old shoes, leave them out.
Well, the Shadow Mountain Quilters presented Gary Bennett from Sleep in Heavenly Peace a few quilts handcrafted with love.
These are for the children right here in our town. We supply the beds with everything, including quilts or blankets, and so we're always looking for donations. Shadow Mountain Quilters obviously has a huge heart for the children here in town, and they brought us out 16 beautiful handmade quilts that some kids are going to get some better sleep with. I've got a handful of regular people that are here almost every day with me, and then every so often we do a big bed build, and because of the heat of the summer we're probably not going to do that until October, but it'll be here before you know it. So we're looking at October 19th for our next big bed build. But between now and then, anybody that wants to come out and spend a couple hours helping, we got plenty to do. Yeah. So we're just always looking for bodies and of course cash donations.
And so if anybody wants to donate or volunteer, how can they do that?
Well, probably the easiest way is to just give me a call and write me a check and I can come pick it up. But if they want to do it online, we have a program called DonorPerfect.com that they can go to and make sure that it goes to the Nevada Nye County chapter, and they can always do it that way as well. Challenge all of the businesses in town, big and small. Every little bit matters. I would also like to put out a challenge to all of the local businesses and citizens in this town to step up and help out this organization by donating. Right now we're looking for cash donations for mattresses and for lumber. We've gone through everything we've done recently, and we're looking for money to keep this project going. So the challenge is out there for anybody that's watching. We just need the money. I know there's a lot of nonprofits in town, but this is for our kids. And if we're going to keep going with this, and we've got a good head of steam right now, but to keep going, we need some cash donations so that we can buy the lumber, and we can buy the hardware, and we can buy the mattresses, and of course, I like it when people donate twin size bedding, like sheets and stuff. But sometimes if we're out and we got to deliver it, we just got to go buy it. So we need the cash.
How do they contact you?
702-539-9685 or gary.bennett@shpbeds.org.
Oh, the making of quilts. We love it. We love doing it. A lot of people donate fabric to Shadow Mountain Quilters, or we will go buy our own fabric. We use a lot of 50% coupons at Joann's Fabric. It takes mostly about a couple of months to make a quilt, so it takes time, and it takes quite a bit of money. Each quilt, the value of it is about $300, believe it or not. The batting in the middle is the most expensive, and fabric has gotten to be $16.99 a yard to make a quilt. In our guild, and we get together every Thursday at the park, so we exchange fabric. If somebody has children fabric, they'll give it to me for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. We just took this project up in April. We've donated 16 quilts already in the past, and today there's 16 more. So that makes me really happy. Gary has informed me that he's going to need 20 more by October. So I'll go back to Shadow Mountain Quilters and tell the ladies. In general, there's only about 5 ladies that make these quilts.
If people want to donate to Shadow Mountain Quilters for that material, how can they do that? Or if they want a quilt?
Oh, come to by the park. Every Thursday we're there.
Right there at the Bob Roode Community Center.
Yes.
What time?
We start at 9 o'clock.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, the monsoon season is upon us. Let's take a look outside. I know we're not going to see a whole bunch going on right now, but I hear that there is some clouds rolling in, and we might have a chance of some isolated thunderstorms. We'll find out more after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real. And by a Pahrump Rental and Do It Best Hardware. your friendly small-town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 109 degrees and a low of 86 degrees. Death Valley up at 119 with a low of 92. Amargosa, a high of 108 with a low of 78. 103 in Beatty with a low of 73 degrees. Goldfield, a high of 95, a low of 62. 94 in Tonopah and Carson City with a low of 60 in Tonopah and 61 in Carson City. Fallon, a high of 99, a low of 64, and finally Fernley at 97 with a low of 65 degrees. Now today in Pahrump, we saw partly cloudy skies today. A high was 106 degrees. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at 8 miles per hour with our humidity at 12%, and our sunrise at 5:42 this morning. Now for tonight, it's currently 104 degrees outside with mostly cloudy skies. Our low tonight's expected to be 81 degrees with 6 mile per hour winds out of the southeast. 21% for our humidity, and our sunset at 7:57 p.m. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, we're going to expect some partly cloudy skies from tomorrow through Thursday. We're going to clean up with some sunny skies for Friday and this weekend, then have some mostly sunny skies by next Monday. For our high temperatures, pretty much going to be hanging out in those low hundreds from Tuesday to Friday, just in between 100 and 104 degrees. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're going to jump way up to 107 degrees, and then just around 106 for a high next Monday. For overnight temperatures, Tuesday through Saturday, we're pretty much just going to be sat at 80 degrees for our lows. On Sunday, down to 79, and then a low of 78 by next Monday. So now if you can't make it home in time to catch the news live on TV, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news live every night at 5, even on the go. So now we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
And our first monsoon setup of the season, the National Weather Service is reporting a chance of isolated thunderstorms through the rest of the week in our area, which could bring high winds. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news. Good night.